Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are new here, my name is Sophie Waddington and on this channel we talk about all things manifestation and mindset. I have forgot my microphone, but we'll be all right, we'll manage. I'll diddle around with the audio and try and make it clearer. So today I want to talk to you about the idea of happiness. And I think that this is an important subject because happiness is what we all are seeking. That is what we want. It's our ultimate goal. Even if we think it's not our ultimate goal, it is. Because every single desire that we desire it because we believe that it's going to bring us a feeling of happiness. So when you desire a new car, a new house, a new partner, a new job, more money, whatever it is, we believe that we will be happy when we receive that thing. And often those things do add to our happiness, but they are fleeting. If you are relying on those things to bring you happiness, they are very fleeting because, as you know, from all the things that you've had in your life, once you receive that thing, you're like, oh, right, no, that's not scratch the itch. I need something else now. So there's never going to be a point where you are happy just because of receiving something for more than like a couple of days. So we've got to then think about how to make ourselves happy. And another pit that people fall into is putting that responsibility on other people, on partners, on children, on parents, on friends. We are putting the responsibility of our happiness on another person and waiting for them to make us happy. And that's giving a lot of power to somebody else in your world when you are reliant on them for your happiness. And it's also a massive strain on that relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship or whether it's a friendship, when you are relying on that person to make you happy. Because think of that the other way around. Like, if you knew that you had to be a certain way and you had to say certain things and you had to act in a certain way in order to make that other person, the one that you're friends with, the one that you're in a relationship with, the family member, happy, that doesn't feel good, does it? Because we're all responsible for our own happiness. And it's actually not that hard to achieve. It's not that hard to achieve. One of the easiest ways that you can find how to make yourself happy is thinking about what brought you happiness when you were a child, because children are naturally seeking joy all the time. They don't have any other responsibilities, they don't have anything to worry about. They are generally, hopefully, safe and protected, and they're free to just be happy. So they naturally find their way to do that. So it might be that you are artistic and you liked painting. It might be that you liked cars or something, when playing with cars when you were a kid. It might be that you liked playing football or running or skipping or doing whatever you did when you were a kid that brought you a lot of happiness. And because we're adults now, we feel like we're not allowed to do those things anymore. But actually, you can still play football as an adult. You can still paint. You can still draw. You can still use a skipping rope. You can do whatever it is that you want to do as you did when you were a child, now as an adult. And when you do that, you are tapping into those things that your younger version of you knew made you happy. They knew they were the things that brought you happiness. So for me, that's being creative. I have my happiest days, and I mentioned this in the last video that I was talking about when I was talking about getting rid of your iPhone, or reducing your screen time. By the way, I will just show you for those who were tuned in last week. I ended up ordering this one, not the one that I said on the last video, because that one didn't have WhatsApp and I can't live without WhatsApp. It also has Spotify. So I'll put the name of it on the screen for you. Anyway, when you go back to doing those things and allow yourself to just like be playful again, you find a lot of happiness in that place. So obviously we're not going to like quit our jobs. Well, maybe you are. I did. You're not going to quit your job and like drop all your responsibilities. Obviously, you are an adult, but you can definitely find ways to incorporate some of those activities that brought you joy when you were younger? No. And it might not just be things that you when you were younger. Maybe there's been a time in your life where you discovered a certain hobby or interest and you really enjoyed doing it. And now you've got into that routine of thinking, oh, I've not got time for that. I'm too busy. It's not a priority. Yeah, it is. It's a priority. It is a priority. Your happiness is the main priority. That's what you should be focusing on all of the time, because we live under this illusion that like there's more time, we'll do it later and we'll do it later. And yeah, obviously we've got more time. And that's not to like feel fearful, but you're going to die. You know what I mean? Like you are going to die. And if you're constantly waiting to be happy for somebody else to make you happy, for you to have more time, for you to have more money, for circumstances to be better, you're never going to be happy. And what you'll end up doing is just constantly trying to get things to fill a void, and it doesn't work. That new car doesn't satisfy that need for happiness. And you actually get into really negative cycles there where you're constantly seeking stuff from outside and nothing is hitting the spot, because happiness is an inside job. It's your choice to be happy, even when the shit's hitting the fan, even when things are not perfect, even when you've not got much time or you're a bit tired or you've not got much money, even then, it is your responsibility to find happiness in every single day. That doesn't mean that you're going to be happy and like, oh, yeah, this is great, life's so amazing all the time. But you're not telling me that you can't find 15 minutes to do something that brings you joy every day. I don't believe you. You can. You can wake up 15 minutes earlier. There you go. There's your 15 minutes. Just sit down and be present and do something that brings you joy, because your life is going to pass you by and you're waiting and blaming everything outside of you for your lack of happiness, when actually it's you. It's your choice to make yourself happy. It's nobody else's job to do that. So that was just a very quick video, but I hope that that helps you today, reminds you to go and do the things that you love, and to make sure that you're not giving anybody else the power to make you happy, or anything outside of you to make you happy. You have got that power and you can choose to be happy from today. So go and do that. I'll see you soon.